Do you give conditionally or unconditionally? Experiencing the unique and extraordinary sensation of unconditional giving is simply indescribable. It's an amazing feeling that you get from giving to another for the only reason that it feels good to give. Unfortunately, our society has trained us to give with strings attached, constantly expecting something in return. This means from birthday gifts to charity donations, we tend to give with an ulterior motive behind our giving, and it doesn't matter how old you are. My parents still only give my kids birthday and Christmas money if the kids call them in return and say thank you. And while that may seem a simple thing to ask, I know, I grew up with it too, it's still conditional. So a couple of my kids just refuse to play the game. Despite these nuances, unconditional giving is one of the most powerful gifts we can give as human beings. That's because it's all about giving without expecting anything in return, pouring out love and kindness freely. Yes, it's a daunting task that requires us to put our own egos and desires aside, but the rewards are truly life-changing. And the amazing bonus is when we don't expect anything from others, we receive so very much. Just imagine the energy healing that can occur when we offer our love and support to those in pain without any expectations, or the meaningful friendships we can forge when we give without an agenda, just giving pure love and understanding. And let's not forget about the magic of love. When we give to another unconditionally because we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities, this helps us connect with others on a deep and meaningful level. Energy healing is a great example of unconditional giving. It's a truly miraculous form of healing that taps into the incredible power of our energy fields. The magic of energy healing lies in the selfless and unconditional giving of the energy healers themselves. They direct energy and love into their clients without expectation of anything in return. And through their giving, they facilitate incredible transformation and healing, helping their clients to unlock their true potential and restore their well-being. Maree is a client of mine, and she's also an energy healer who has dedicated her life to helping others find true healing and restoration. Well, she met Sarah, a woman who had been suffering from chronic pain for years, unable to find relief through traditional medical treatments. But through the power of Maree's unconditional giving, well, Sarah found relief and a deep healing on a level she'd never experienced before. You see, energy healing is a testament to the incredible power of the human spirit through the unlimited stream of unconditional giving. The world really needs more healers like Maree and you who are willing to pour their love and energy into the world. This is how to help others find true healing. Friendship is also a bond like no other, where the purest form of giving can be found. True friends are those who give selflessly and unconditionally without any expectations. They stand by us through thick and thin, offering a hand to hold, a heart to listen, and a soul to understand. And true friends are few and far between, aren't they? Love is the essence of life, a powerful force that has the ability to transform us in ways that we never thought possible. When we love someone, we give from our whole hearts, offering ourselves freely without reservation. The beauty of unconditional love is that it asks for nothing in return, and yet it gives us everything we need. A mother's love, for instance, that's the purest example of unconditional giving. A mother gives of herself freely, always putting her child's needs before her own. Therefore, through this act of unconditional love, a mother is able to create a bond with her child that can never be broken, a bond that will sustain them through all of life's ups and downs. And the love between partners is equally powerful. When we find someone we love, We give our hearts and souls, offering ourselves freely without reservation. Through this act of unconditional love, we're able to create a deep and meaningful connection with another person, one that can sustain us even through the toughest times, because love never dies. We carry it with us through lifetimes. The beauty of unconditional love is that it's a cycle of giving and receiving. This means it's a never-ending flow of energy that nourishes our souls and sustains us even through the darkest of days. When we're able to give love freely and without expectation, we receive it in return, because we receive what we give, magnified and intensified. It's this kind of love that has the power to change the world, to heal even the deepest wounds and bring light to even the darkest corners of our souls. However, despite the transformative power of unconditional giving, it's heartbreaking to see how many people struggle with this concept, often confusing it with conditional giving. But conditional giving is like a toxic relationship where we offer something with strings attached, expecting to receive something in return, and then we get bitten. Because when we feel needy, we're no longer giving unconditionally. We may do it to gain recognition, gratitude, or even validation. It may even be because it was a pattern we were brought up with. But in the end, it falls very short of the true magic of unconditional giving and leaves us feeling judgmental and empty, always trying to buy more love. It's a trap that's really easy to fall into, especially in a world that often values material success and instant gratification above all else, because we're taught to believe that our worth is tied to what we can give. And it means that giving with the expectation of receiving something in return seems the only way to truly succeed. But it's time for us to break free of this toxic cycle of greed and unhappiness and to embrace the transformative power of unconditional giving. This means to truly give without reservation or expectation and to experience the pure joy and fulfillment that comes with it. Unconditional giving is a beautiful and transformative act that has the power to change lives, both of the giver and the receiver. The ripple effect of this magic can spread far and wide, leaving a trail of love and kindness in its wake. Just imagine the impact of a warm meal at a homeless shelter, or a new book for a child in need. What about a caring smile at the end of a checkout? When my daughter was working at McDonald's as a teenager, she thought it was a mundane job that really wasn't giving her any satisfaction. But we had a talk, and I suggested that as she took an order, she could look into somebody's eyes and smile at them. Because maybe this was the only caring smile that they'd had for a while, and that in itself would make a difference in somebody's life. Well, she looked at the service differently from then on, because giving is free. Yet these simple acts of giving can provide comfort, hope, and inspiration, reminding us that we're all connected and that there's goodness in the world. Perhaps the most beautiful part of unconditional giving is the transformation it brings within ourselves. By giving without any expectation of receiving something in return, we tap into a deep well of empathy and compassion within ourselves. We become more aware of the struggles and triumphs of others and more grateful for the little things in our lives. It's an act of pure selflessness that helps us become better people. Thanks for joining me. I'm Gayle Maree from 6 Dimensions of Healing.